All right, we're continuing to review for the check-in. We've gone through 4 of the 5 topics, so we're getting the last one today, which is inequalities. That's the last unit test we had, so kind of should be freshest in our memories. So hopefully we don't need as much review. All right, one of the important things is words. At least, fewer than, no less than, no more than, at most. These are words you will see in problems. Each of those phrases means a different inequality sign. All right, so at least. What's that one? At least is going to be greater than or equal to. Okay? If you need at least something, like if I say you need at least 3 of something, 3's okay, right? So's 4, so's 5, so, right? So that's greater than or equal to. Fewer than. Less than. That's just straight less than. If you need fewer than 3 of something, then that's less than 3. No less than. Less than or equal to, or no less than, is kind of a tricky one. When it says no less than, can you have less than? No, I mean, it specifically says no less than, right? Most of y'all know how to read NO, right? So if we can't have less than, it's got to be greater than. Could it be equal to? Yeah. Because if it's equal to, then it's still not less than, right? No more than, hopefully obviously now, less than or equal to. So no more than, again, it can't be more than, it could be equal, it could be less, okay? More, greater than, and at most, obviously, we got less than or equal to. Okay? Any questions on any of those? On your check-in, you're going to have, like with any other of these topics, 5 problems. That's going to be the majority of what you have to do, is use the words in the problem and say or figure out which sign is being used, okay? So like every basketball game, Mike scored at least 12 points. What inequality describes how many points P Mike scored in each game? So look, we got P as the variable. Our number is 12. Okay? Every single one of the answer choices is going to have P and it's going to have 12. One of them is going to be greater than, one of them is going to be less than, one's going to be greater than or equal to, one's going to be less than or equal to. So you see what I'm saying? Like the vocabulary is what's going to get you the question right. And the key words here is at least. So at least, what's that mean for our sign? Greater than or equal to. At least, if he's scoring at least 12, it could be 12, it could be higher, right? So that makes it greater than or equal to. Any questions on that one? See what I'm saying though? Like, that's all this problem is, isn't it? Using the words in the problem, figuring out which sign. So go ahead, try this one. In one homeroom, all of the students scored higher than 70 on the last test. What inequality represents the score S of each student in the class? So we have S, we have 70. Who can tell me the inequality sign? Not less than. greater than says scored higher than 70. So higher than 70 means they're scoring above 70, right? Are they scoring 70? No, 70 is not higher than 70. So that's why it's just greater than. That shows a very good example of how my handwriting is not super good with these. S's look like 5s a little bit. 7s look like inequality signs, but whatever. What do I do to solve? Subtract. We do opposite, right? So we go minus 7, minus 7. X greater than or equal to 5. Is 5 an answer to this inequality? Yes. Just got the line underneath it. 5's an answer. Is 2 an answer? No, 2 is not an answer. Is 18 an answer? Yeah. Yeah. Anything greater than or equal to 5 is an answer for inequalities. A lot of y'all solve, we get 5, we think, oh, answer's 5. But because it's an inequality, remember, it's anything greater than or equal to in this case. Okay? So it includes an infinite amount of numbers, possibly. Everybody got that? Last thing you'll see, graphs. All right, so what number are all my graphs using?
2.
Negative 2. So we got x. Since it doesn't specify a variable, we'll just use x. We're going to have negative 2, right? What's my sign for the first one? Greater than. Remember, my inequality sign is basically the pointy part of the arrow, and then we have to figure out if there's a line underneath it or not. How do we know if there's a line underneath it or not? If the circle's filled in. So what's the inequality sign for the second one? Greater than or equal to, we got a line, right? Filled in circle. Third one? Less than, and then. Okay? Sometimes it could be that easy, right? What side is my variable on? Left. Remember, for our graphs, that's what we need. We need variable on the left. If the variable is on the right, we got to flip everything around. And when you flip it, make sure alligator still chomps the right thing, okay?